Stop everything you're doing right now. I am God, the creator of all things, and I have personally come to you at this very moment because I have a message that will change your life forever. It's no coincidence that you're here. I brought you to this video because I chose you out of millions of others to receive a blessing that few will ever receive. In the next few minutes, I will reveal to you something so powerful, so extraordinary, that you won't believe what you're hearing. I know every detail of your life. I know your struggles, your sleepless nights, the tears you shed when no one was looking. I know the bills you couldn't pay, the dreams you had to abandon, the moments when you felt small, invisible, forgotten by the world. But I never forgot you, not for a second. And today, in this sacred moment, I came to bring the solution to all of this. I have come to bring prosperity, abundance, and wealth beyond your imagination. I have come to bring such a profound transformation to your financial life that in just a few days you won't recognize your own reality. People around you will ask you what happened to you. They will want to know where so many changes, so much prosperity, and so many favors came from, and you will know that it was I who did it for you. But be careful, my son, my daughter. This message has a time limit. You have exactly the time of this video to hear everything I have to say. If you skip any part, if you get distracted, if you don't give this revelation the full attention it deserves, the opportunity will close on you, and when it's over, there will be no second chance. Others have already missed this blessing through inattention, through unbelief, because they thought they could come back later. Don't make the same mistake. I'm speaking directly to you now, not to the person sitting next to you, not to your friends or family. I'm speaking to you. I see you. I know you. I know exactly why you're here right now. You're tired of struggling alone. You're tired of working so hard and seeing so little in return. You're tired of watching others thrive while you stay where you are. I know all of this, and I've come to change that today. Go to the comments and write, "I accept this blessing." Do this as a sign that you're ready to receive what I've prepared for you. This isn't just any message. It's not just another video you'll watch and forget. This is a defining moment in your life. There's a before and after to this day. And you're about to cross that line. But for that, I need your full attention, your complete faith, your absolute obedience to what I'm going to ask of you in the next few minutes. Don't question, don't doubt, simply listen and obey. I've prepared something so great for you that the heavens moved to make this moment happen. Angels were sent to clear the way. Doors that had been closed for years are opening. Resources that were blocked are being released right now. And all of this because I decided to bless you in ways you never imagined possible. So take a deep breath, calm your heart, quiet your mind, and prepare to hear the most important revelation of your life. What I'm about to tell you now will change everything, absolutely everything. Now, I will reveal to you the exact value of the blessing I have prepared for you. Pay close attention, because what I am about to say will seem impossible, but I am the God of the impossible. I will place in your life, in your account, in your hands, the exact amount of $777 million. That's right, $777 million. Let that number be engraved in your mind. Let that reality begin to take shape in your spirit. The number 7 is the number of divine perfection. When I created the world, I rested on the 7th day because everything was complete, everything was perfect. And now I bring you a triple blessing, a multiplied perfection, 777 million, 3 times my perfection. This is not a coincidence. This is not luck. It is a divine decree upon your life. Imagine what you'll do with that money. Imagine waking up tomorrow and seeing your bank account completely transformed. Imagine not having to look at the price of things before buying. Imagine being able to help your family, your parents, your children, the way you always wanted but never could. Imagine the freedom of never having to worry about bills, debt, or the end of the month again. With $777 million, you don't just escape poverty. You join the ranks of the world's richest. You become someone people respect, admire, and seek out. You become a role model. You become an example. You become living proof that I continue to perform miracles, that I continue to change stories, that I continue to transform lives. You will buy the house of your dreams, not just any house, but that mansion you saw from afar and thought would never be yours. You will travel to all the places you always wanted to see. You will give your children the education you never had. You will look into the eyes of those who doubted you, and you won't have to say a word. Your life will speak for itself. Share this video now with someone you love and want to see prosper with you. Don't keep this blessing to yourself. But understand one thing, this money doesn't come by chance. It comes because I decided it was your time. I saw you struggle. I saw you strive. I saw you fall and get up again. And I said to the heavens, enough. It's time for this person to get what they deserve. It's time to show the world that I still care about my children. $777 million will come into your life in ways you can't even imagine. It could be through an unexpected inheritance. It could be through a business that takes off. It could be through an opportunity that appears out of nowhere. It could be through an investment that multiplies supernaturally. I have 1,000 ways to get the money to you, and I'll use the perfect method at the perfect time. You don't need to understand how. You just need to believe that I can, and I can. I own the gold and silver. I own everything that exists. And if I decided to give you $777 million, nothing and no one could stop it. No economic crisis, no hardship, no obstacle. When I decree it, it happens. So receive this word into your heart now. $777 million are yours. That's my promise to you today. Now I need you to understand something very important. This blessing I bring you isn't automatic. It requires something from you. It requires your full attention, your active faith, your total obedience. I'm not asking for much. I'm only asking for a few minutes of your life. A few minutes in exchange for an eternal transformation. A few minutes in exchange for $777 million. You cannot skip any part of this video. You cannot fast forward through the video thinking you've already understood everything. You cannot be distracted by looking at other things while I speak to you. Every word I say has power. Every sentence you hear activates something in the spiritual world. Every second you remain here seals the pact between us. If you break this pact, if you give up halfway through, the blessing will not be complete. I know we live in a fast-paced world. I know people want everything fast, everything summarized, everything resolved. But God's work doesn't work that way. The greatest blessings require patience. They require dedication. They require you to stop and listen carefully to what I have to say. Moses spent 40 days on the mountain to receive the tablets of the law. I'm asking for just a few minutes of your life. So commit to me now. Commit to watching this video from beginning to end without skipping a single step. Commit to giving it your full attention, your utmost concentration. Turn off distractions, mute notifications, block anything that might distract you, because what will happen in the next few minutes is sacred. It's a moment between you and me, a moment that will define the rest of your life. Many people have been through this. Many people have heard the same words you're hearing now. But do you know the difference between those who received the blessing and those who missed out? The difference was obedience. Those who obeyed, those who stayed until the end, those who paid full attention received everything I promised them. Those who hesitated, those who skipped parts, those who stayed halfway, missed the opportunity of a lifetime. Like and subscribe to this channel now, because I'll continue talking with you in the coming days about how to receive this blessing. I'm not kidding. I'm not making empty promises. When I say I'll give you $777 million, I will. But you have to do your part. Your part is simple. Listen, believe, and obey. That's all. I do everything else. I move heaven and earth. I open doors. I create opportunities. I multiply resources. But you need to be in a position to receive. And the position of receiving begins here. It begins now. It begins when you say yes to this message. You say yes to this blessing. You say yes to the transformation I bring to your life. Don't let unbelief rob you of what is yours. Don't let impatience cause you to miss out on the greatest gift you will ever receive. Take another deep breath. Calm your heart and prepare yourself, because what comes next will confirm everything I'm saying. I will show you that I really know you. I will show you that I really see your life. I will show you that this message isn't generic. It's not for everyone. This message is specific. This message is for you, and only for you at this moment. Stay with me. Don't leave. Don't give up. The blessing is coming. I know exactly what you're going through right now. I see it when you open your wallet and you don't have enough. I see it when you look at your bills and you don't have enough money. I see it when you have to say no to your kids because you simply can't afford what they want. I see the pain in your chest when you have to choose between paying a bill or buying food. I see it all. I know the nights you spent awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering how you'd survive another month. I know the tears you shed in the silence of your room when no one was watching, when you felt completely alone and with no way out. I know the weight you carry on your shoulders every day, pretending everything is okay, when inside you're falling apart. I saw you borrow money and feel ashamed. I saw you bow your head and accept help from people you didn't want to ask for anything from. I saw you work hard, give your all, and still get no results. I saw you plant and not reap. I saw you invest time, energy, hope, and it all seemed in vain. I know the frustration of watching others thrive while you stay where you are. I know how painful it is to see your friends buying houses, cars, traveling, living the life you dream of, while you can barely afford the rent. I know how humiliating it is to have to explain why you can't go to an event, why you can't participate, why you always have to say no. I saw you when you looked in the mirror and didn't like what you saw, not because of your appearance, but because of the feeling of failure you carried inside. I saw you when you questioned whether it was worth it to keep trying. I saw you when you considered giving up because exhaustion was stronger than hope. I saw you when you felt invisible, like no one cared, like you didn't matter to anyone. But I need you to know one thing. I never took my eyes off you, not for a second. Even when you thought I'd forgotten you, I was there. Even when you screamed and thought I couldn't hear you, I heard every word. Even when you cried and thought your tears fell into nothingness, I held them all. I saw it all. I felt it all. And I've decided it's time to change this story. You're not going through all of this because I abandoned you. You're going through it because there's a greater purpose. A preparation is taking place. A transformation is being forged in the pain, the struggle, the pressure. And now, in this moment, the preparation is over. The transformation is complete, and the blessing is about to manifest. I have allowed you to come this far, to this point of brokenness, because it is precisely in this place where the greatest miracles happen. It is at the bottom of the well that I make springs of living water gush forth. It is in total darkness that I kindle the brightest light. It is in the desert that I pour manna from heaven, and it is into your lack that I will pour out abundance. So don't think I don't know what you're going through. I know everything, every detail, every pain, every tear, every sleepless night. And it's precisely because I know all this that I came to you today with this blessing, because you deserve it, because you fought, because you didn't give up, and because I love you. Now I'm going to reveal something profound to you about the number I chose for your blessing. 777 million is not a random number. Each digit has a powerful spiritual meaning. The number 7 appears in the Bible more than 700 times. It is the number of wholeness, perfection, and completeness. When I created the universe, I worked 6 days and rested on the 7th, not because I was tired, but because everything was perfect, complete, and finished. The 7 represents completed cycles. It represents concluded processes. It represents the culmination of a journey and the beginning of a new era. And when I unite 3 sevens, 777, I declare a triple perfection in your life. I declare that the cycle of scarcity is over. I declare that the time of struggle has come to an end. I declare that a new season of absolute abundance has begun. In my word, I speak of forgiving 70 times 7. This means infinite forgiveness, unlimited forgiveness, complete forgiveness. And now I bring you an unlimited blessing, a complete provision, an infinite abundance. $777 million represents the end of all need in your life. It represents the end of all lack. It represents a financial fullness you've never experienced. Each 7 in this number carries a specific power. The first 7 represents the opening of the heavens above you. The second 7 represents the release of heavenly resources. The third 7 represents the physical manifestation of this blessing in your life. Together, these 3 sevens form an unbreakable spiritual chain that connects you directly to the source of all wealth, which is me. There's a reason this number is resonating in your spirit right now. There's a reason you can't stop thinking about those repeating sevens. It's because, in the spiritual world, this number is already sealed within you. The blessing has already been decreed. The resource has already been released. Now all that's missing is the physical manifestation, and it's on its way. Now go to the comments and write the number 7 4 times, 7,777, as a pact between us that you accept this triple perfection in your life. By writing these 4 sevens, you do more than just comment. You activate a spiritual key. You open a portal of blessings. You declare to the universe, to the heavens, to all spiritual powers that you accept God's perfection in your life. You accept fulfillment. You accept abundance. You accept $777 million. Thousands of people have already done it. Thousands have written these 4 sevens and have begun to see immediate changes in their lives. Opportunities that were closed have opened. Money that was blocked has been freed. Doors that seemed impossible to open have been flung wide open. And it all began with a simple act of obedience, a simple gesture of faith, with 4 sevens written in a comment. Don't underestimate the power of a symbolic act. Don't underestimate the power of obeying divine instruction. When I asked Moses to strike the rock, it seemed simple, but water gushed out for an entire people. When I asked Naaman to dip himself 7 times in the river, it seemed silly, but he was cured of leprosy. When I ask you to write 7,777, it may seem insignificant, but it's the trigger that will unleash the greatest blessing of your life. So don't doubt, don't question, don't let doubt rob you of the miracle. Write these 4 sevens now and feel the shift in your spiritual world. Feel the energy of blessing flowing toward you. Feel God's perfection establishing itself in every area of your life. You need to understand something very important. You're not here by chance. You didn't click on this video by luck. You're not hearing these words by chance. I brought you here. I put this video in your path. I made you drop everything you were doing to hear this message. Because out of billions of people in the world, I chose you. Specifically you. I don't choose just anyone to receive a blessing of this magnitude. I don't give $777 million to just anyone. This is a blessing reserved for those who have walked through the fire and not been consumed, for those who have walked through the desert and not given up, for those who have fallen 1,000 times and gotten up 1,001 times. You are one of them. You are special. You are chosen. I saw your faithfulness when no one else did. I saw you keep believing when everyone around you doubted. I saw you keep the faith when everything conspired to make you give up. I saw you help others even when you needed help yourself. I saw your generous heart, your pure soul, your true intention, and that's why I chose you. There are people who have money but lack character. There are people who have wealth but lack the wisdom to manage it. There are people who have resources but lack purpose. But you are different. You have something money can't buy. You have integrity. You have a heart. You have a greater purpose than simply accumulating wealth. And that's why I entrust you with this blessing. When I give you these $777 million, I know you won't lose your way. I know you won't forget where you came from. I know you won't trample on those who helped you. I know you will use this money not only for your own good, but for the good of many. You will be a blessing to your family, your community, and everyone around you. I chose you because I see in you a potential that even you don't see. I see in you latent greatness, waiting for the right resource to activate it. I see a leader, a transformer, someone who will change the lives of many people. And this financial blessing is just the beginning. It's just the tool you need to achieve the destiny I've mapped out for you. Share this video now with someone who also needs this blessing. Don't be selfish about what God is doing in your life. You weren't chosen to keep this message to yourself. You were chosen to be a channel of blessing. By sharing this word, you multiply the anointing. You expand the territory of blessing. You allow others to be reached by my love and provision. And when you do this, when you become an instrument in my hands, the blessing upon you multiplies even more. Understand that this decision wasn't based on your past. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you've made. It doesn't matter how many times you failed. It doesn't matter what people have said about you. I don't look at your past. I look at your future. And your future is bright. Your future is prosperous. Your future is glorious. You were chosen even before you were born. I knew this day would come. I knew you would be here at this moment, hearing these words. I had already prepared this blessing for you since the foundation of the world. And now, the time has come for you to receive what was always rightfully yours. The time has come for you to enter into the fullness of what I planned for your life. So lift your head, straighten your shoulders, and remember that you are chosen, loved, valued, and you are about to receive the greatest financial blessing of your life. Now I want you to close your eyes for a moment and visualize with me. Visualize what your life will be like when these $777 million are in your account. Visualize yourself waking up in the morning, and the first thing you feel is calm, tranquility, and fear. It's peace, it's freedom, it's the certainty that everything is resolved, everything is paid for, everything is guaranteed. You'll open your bank's app and see those numbers in your account, numbers you never imagined you'd see, numbers that will make your heart race with joy. You'll blink a few times, thinking it's a mistake, but it isn't. It's real. It's the manifestation of my promise. It's proof that I keep my word. Imagine walking into that store you've always wanted to go to, but never dared because you knew you couldn't afford anything. Now you walk in with your head held high. You look at the windows without looking at the price. You choose what you want, not what you can afford. You buy that watch, those shoes, that outfit, that perfume you've always wanted. And when you get to the checkout, you swipe your card without fear, without calculating, without worrying. Picture yourself calling the real estate agent and telling them you want to buy that house. Not rent, buy for cash. That house with a pool, a garden, huge rooms, and a dream kitchen. The house you always showed your children, saying, "Someday we'll live in a house like that." That day has arrived. You'll sign the papers, receive the keys, and step into your own mansion as the owner. Imagine traveling anywhere you want. Paris, Dubai, the Maldives, New York, first class, 5-star hotels, restaurants you've only seen on TV. You'll take photos, post them on social media, and people will ask you how you did it. And you'll smile because you know it was me who did it for you. It was the blessing I gave you. Think of your parents. Imagine being able to look into their eyes and say, "Mom, Dad, you'll never have to worry about money again. I'll take care of you. I'll buy you a house. I'll pay for all your medical care. I'll give you the rest you deserve after so much work and so much sacrifice." Imagine the tears of joy running down their faces. Imagine the tight hug. Imagine the gratitude. Like now, and subscribe to this channel to continue receiving words of blessing and prosperity that will keep your faith alive. Visualize your children studying in the best schools, with access to the best education, learning languages, taking courses, traveling to see the world. You'll give them everything you never had. You'll open doors that were previously closed to you. You'll guarantee them a bright, secure future full of opportunities. Imagine paying off all your debts at once. Calling the bank and saying, "I want to pay them all off today." Calling that friend who lent you money and paying them back with interest and gratitude. Imagine the feeling of not owing anyone anything, of being completely free, of being able to sleep peacefully, knowing you have no outstanding bills, no bad credit, and no outstanding charges. Imagine helping that charity you've always wanted to support, but never had the means. Now you can make a donation that will change the lives of hundreds of people. You can build a school, a hospital, a shelter. You can be the answer to someone's prayer. You can be the instrument I use to transform entire communities. This is the life that awaits you. This is the reality that is taking shape now. This is the blessing that is on its way. And it all begins here, in this moment, by believing, obeying, and receiving what I have prepared for you. Now I want to talk about something that will move you even more. This blessing is not just for you. It will transform your entire family. It will change the history of your lineage. It will break the generational curses of poverty that have plagued your family for decades, perhaps centuries. And it all ends with you. You are the turning point. You are the one who will change everyone's destiny. Imagine your mother's face when you arrive with the keys to her new house. Imagine her eyes filling with tears, not of sadness, but of pure joy. Your mother, who worked so hard, who sacrificed so much, who gave up so many dreams to take care of you. Now it's your turn to take care of her. Now it's your turn to give her the comfort, the rest, the dignity she always deserved but never had. Think of your father, that man who carried the weight of the world on his shoulders to support his family. That man who aged prematurely from hard work, constant worry, sleepless nights wondering how to pay the bills. You'll look into his eyes and say, "Dad, it's over. You don't have to work anymore. You don't have to worry anymore. I'll take care of everything." And you'll see something you've probably never seen before. Your father crying with relief, with gratitude, with pride at having a son like you. Your children will grow up in a completely different reality than the one you experienced. They won't know the pain of being turned down for lack of money. They won't experience the humiliation of being denied a school trip because their family can't afford it. They won't be ashamed of the clothes they wear or the house they live in. They will grow up secure, confident, and certain that they are loved and cared for. And more than that, you'll teach them something valuable. You'll teach them that God is real, that God keeps His promises, that God transforms stories. They'll grow up seeing the living testimony of divine faithfulness. They'll tell it to their children, and their children will tell it to their children. The story of how God visited their family and changed everything. The story of how poverty was broken. The story of how abundance began. Think of your brothers, your sisters, of those who struggle just as much as you do, of those who are also tired, overwhelmed, on the verge of giving up. You will be able to reach out and help them. You will be able to say, "I've been through this. I know how hard it is, but now I can help you." And you will see your whole family rise, thrive, and overcome alongside you. Imagine a family dinner where everyone is gathered, not in a small house, but in a spacious mansion, not eating the basics, but savoring the finest delicacies, not worrying about tomorrow, but celebrating the present. You will look around and see happy faces, genuine and smiles, true peace. And you will know that it was you who brought this about. It was your faith, your obedience, your decision to believe this message. Your grandparents, if they're still alive, will see the change. They'll see that their struggle wasn't in vain. They'll see that the seed they planted, even on solid ground, finally bore fruit. And if they've already passed away, I can tell you that wherever they are, they're smiling. They're celebrating. They're saying, finally, the blessing has come to our family. This blessing will create a legacy. 100 years from now, your family will talk about you. They will talk about the day everything changed. They will talk about that ancestor who had faith, who believed, who obeyed God and brought prosperity to their entire lineage. That ancestor is you. Now let's talk about something you might not admit out loud, but I know it's in your heart. The desire to be recognized, the desire to be respected, the desire for those who looked down on you, doubted you, laughed at you, to see that they were wrong. And I will give it to you. I will give you not only wealth, but the recognition that comes with it. You'll enter places where you weren't welcome before, and people will stand up to greet you. You'll walk past those who ignored you, and they'll stop what they were doing to talk to you. You'll be invited to events you didn't even know existed. You'll sit at tables where you didn't have a seat before. And all of this, not because of flattery, but because you've become someone who can't be ignored. Remember that boss who humiliated you, the one who spoke to you as if you were nothing, the one who made you feel small, incapable, insignificant. He'll find out about your transformation. He'll see you driving that imported car. He'll find out you bought a mansion. And he'll regret every word he said, every time he belittled you. Not because you'll get revenge, but because your own life will be the answer. Think of those friends who abandoned you when you were going through a rough patch, those who disappeared when you needed them most. those who judged you, who talked badly about you behind your back, who told you you'd never amount to anything in life. They'll see the photos of your travels, they'll see you thriving, and they'll try to come back, they'll try to get closer. And you, wisely, will decide who deserves to be in your new life. That neighbor who always looked down on you, the one who went out of his way to show you he had more, that he was better, that he was on a higher level. He'll see the change in your house, your car, your clothes, your posture, and the look of superiority will disappear. It will be replaced by surprise, curiosity, maybe even envy. But you won't care, because you no longer need anyone's approval. Your social media will completely change. You'll post photos of idyllic places. You'll showcase real achievements. You'll share stories of transformation, and people will comment, like, and ask how you did it. And you'll have the opportunity to tell them it was God, that it was a supernatural blessing, that it was a miracle that changed everything. Click like now as a sign that you're ready to receive this recognition and transformation in your life. You'll walk down the streets of your city and people will point at you. They'll whisper, they'll say, "Did you see how so-and-so's life changed? Did you see how different he is?" And you'll hear these comments not with arrogant pride, but with deep gratitude. Because you know it wasn't your merit. It was grace. It was favor. It was me acting in your life. That person who lent you money and looked down on you, the one who made you feel indebted, inferior, dependent, you'll pay them back every penny with generous interest. You'll look them in the eye and thank them for their help, but you'll also make it clear that you don't need anyone else anymore. You have your own resources. You have your own supply. Think of the family reunion where they always asked you when your life would improve, where they always compared you to your cousins who were doing well, where they always made you feel like the failure of the family. At the next reunion, you'll arrive different, you'll arrive prosperous, and you won't need to say a word. Your presence, your transformation, your testimony will speak for you. This recognition isn't vanity, it isn't ego, it's restoration. It's God restoring the dignity that was stolen from you. It's God showing the world that no one can curse whom he blesses. It's God demonstrating that he exalts the humble and lifts up the oppressed. And you are that. You are the one who will be exalted. Now I need to talk about something extremely serious, something that could determine whether you receive this blessing or lose it. Pay close attention, because what I'm about to say is crucial. This message I bring you cannot be half listened to. It cannot be watched distractedly. It cannot be omitted at any time. Every word I say carries spiritual weight. Every sentence activates something in the invisible world. By skipping a section of this video, you not only miss out on information, but you also disrupt the spiritual flow. You interrupt the process of activating the blessing. It's like building a bridge and removing a piece from the middle. The entire structure collapses. It's like planting a seed and pulling it out before it germinates. The miracle is never complete. I know we live in a fast-paced world, where people seek immediate results, where no one has the patience to listen to a complete message. But spiritual things don't work that way. The greatest blessings require time. They require attention. They require you to stop and absorb every word, every instruction, every revelation I bring. Do you think Moses received the 10 Commandments in 5 minutes? Do you think the great prophets received revelations while they were distracted? No. They stopped. They focused. They gave their full attention to what God was saying, and that's why they received what they received, and that's why you need to do the same now. If you leave this video before finishing it, the blessing will not be complete. If you pause to do something else and don't come back, the door will close. If you skip sections thinking you understand everything, you will miss crucial details necessary for the miracle to manifest. Don't make this mistake. Don't be like those who were so close to the blessing but lost everything due to impatience. I've seen this happen many times. People were here, hearing these same words, feeling the same anointing, but halfway through, they got distracted. They picked up their phone to answer a text. They went off to do something they thought was more important. They skipped the end, thinking they could take a shortcut. And you know what happened to them? Nothing. The blessing passed. The opportunity vanished. And they were left wondering why it didn't work out. Share this video now with someone who needs to hear this message in full. Someone you know will give it the attention it deserves. Don't let this happen to you. You've come this far. You've already invested these minutes. You've already begun the journey. Don't give up now. Don't give up halfway. Don't let distraction, impatience, or disbelief rob you of what is about to manifest in your life. Every second you remain here, listening, absorbing, believing, is another second of spiritual activation. It is another second of alignment with the frequency of blessing. It is another second of preparation to receive the $777 million destined for you. Think about it this way. If someone told you that at the end of this video there was an envelope with $1 million waiting for you, would you skip any part? Would you skip halfway through? Would you get distracted? Of course not. You'd stay glued here until the very last second. Well, I'm telling you, what awaits you is much bigger than $1 million. It's 777 times bigger. So take this message with the seriousness it deserves. Mute your phone's notifications. Tell those around you that you need a few minutes without interruptions. Close other browser tabs. Turn off the TV. Eliminate all distractions. Because this is the most important time of your financial life. This is the moment when everything can change, and you can't, shouldn't, won't miss it due to inattention. Take a deep breath, renew your commitment, and stay with me until the end. The blessing is yet to come. There's a word that distinguishes those who receive blessings from those who only hear about them. That word is obedience, simple, direct, and unquestioning obedience. When I give an instruction, when I ask you to do something, it's not up to you to fully understand it. It's not up to you to analyze whether it makes sense. It's not up to you to debate whether you agree or not. It's up to you to obey. Period. I am God. I created the universe. I sustain all things with the power of my word. I know what I do. I see what you cannot see. I know ways you never imagined existed. So when I give you an instruction, no matter how simple or strange, you must trust and obey, because obedience is the key that unlocks the door to the supernatural. Think of Abraham. I asked him to leave his land, his family, and go to a place he didn't even know. Did it make sense? No. Was it logical? No. But he obeyed. And thanks to this obedience, he became a father of nations, grew rich, and became an example of faith for all humanity. Blessing came through obedience. Think of Noah. I asked him to build a giant ark in the middle of the desert, where it had never rained. People laughed at him. They called him crazy, but he obeyed. And when the flood came, he and his family were the only ones saved. Obedience saved his life and created a new beginning for humanity. Think of Moses standing before the Red Sea. I told him to raise his staff. It seemed ridiculous. How could a staff part the sea? But he obeyed, and the sea parted. Millions of people crossed on dry land. The impossible became possible through obedience. Now I ask you something much simpler. I ask you to watch this entire video, to pay attention, to do what I tell you, to not question, to not doubt, to simply obey. And if these great men and women of faith received extraordinary blessings for their obedience, how much more will you receive? Subscribe to this channel now as an act of obedience, for I will continue to bring you divine instructions that will guide you to the full manifestation of this blessing. Doubt is the greatest enemy of blessing. When you start questioning, when you start overanalyzing, when you start looking for logic in everything, you block the flow of the miracle. The miracle isn't logical. The miracle is supernatural. It happens right where logic ends. It manifests when you stop trying to understand and simply trust. How many people have missed out on blessings by trying to understand everything before obeying? How many remain stuck in analysis, doubt, and questioning, while others who simply obeyed received everything? Don't be that person. Don't be the one who misses out by over-rationalizing. Be the one who receives with simplicity of faith and obedience. I'm not asking you to do anything wrong. I'm not asking you to hurt anyone. I'm not asking you to go against your principles. I'm simply asking you to trust me, to believe I know what's best for you, to understand that my ways are superior to yours and my thoughts are superior to yours. When I ask you to comment, comment. When I ask you to share, share. When I ask you to stay until the end, stay, not because you fully understand why, but because you trust the person asking you. You trust me, and this trust, this obedience, is what will release the blessing of $777 million into your life. Obedience isn't burdensome. Obedience isn't complicated. Obedience is simple. It's saying yes when God speaks. It's doing what God commands. It's trusting what God promises. And the reward for obedience is always greater, always better, always more abundant than you could ever imagine. So now I ask you, will you obey? Will you trust? Will you do exactly what I ask? Because if the answer is yes, the blessing is yours, guaranteed, sealed, confirmed. Now let's talk about faith. Not theoretical faith, but the kind that only remains in our thoughts, the kind people claim to have but never demonstrate. Let's talk about real faith, active faith, faith that moves, faith that acts, faith that produces results. Because faith without action is dead. Faith without demonstration is empty. Faith without proof is useless. You can say you believe in me. You can say you trust my promises. You can say you believe I'll give you the $777 million. But if you don't demonstrate that faith with concrete actions, it's just empty words. True faith is manifested in what you do, not just what you say. And what action do I ask of you now? It's simple. It's to stay here. It's to keep listening. It's to pay full attention to this message. It may seem like little, but it's everything. Because by doing this, you're telling the universe, the heavens, all spiritual forces, I believe, I trust. I'm willing to invest my time, my attention, and my energy in what God says. Think of the woman with the issue of blood. She didn't just believe Jesus could heal her. She acted. She pushed her way through the crowd. She reached out. She touched the hem of his garment. And it was this action, this demonstration of faith, that activated the miracle. Jesus himself said, "Your faith has made you well." It wasn't just a mental belief. It was faith demonstrated with actions. Think of the lepers Jesus healed. He didn't heal them first and then tell them to go before the priests. He told them to go first. And it was along the way, as they obeyed, as they acted in faith, that the healing took place. The blessing came during the action, not before. You are now in this same process. You are on the path. You act in faith by staying here, listening to every word, absorbing every instruction. And by doing so, By demonstrating your faith through this simple but powerful action, the blessing is activated. The miracle is being prepared. The manifestation is approaching. Many people want to see before they believe. They want to receive first and then have faith. But that's not the case. Faith comes first, action comes first, obedience comes first. And then, only then, comes manifestation. You have to plant before you reap. You have to sow before you receive the harvest. And what you are planting now is the seed of your attention, your obedience, your active faith. Every minute you remain here is a declaration of faith. Every second you resist the temptation to leave, to skip, to get distracted, is proof that you truly believe. And I see it, I acknowledge it, I honor it. And because of that, the blessing I've prepared for you is assured. Don't underestimate the power of a simple action done in faith. David only took 5 stones and a sling. He seemed insignificant compared to a giant. But that simple action, performed with absolute faith, brought down Goliath. Elijah prayed for rain and told his servant to look up at the sky 7 times. On the 7th time, a cloud appeared, as small as the palm of a hand. It seemed insignificant, but from that tiny cloud came the rain that ended the 3-year drought. Your action of staying here may seem small, it may seem insignificant, but in the spiritual world, it is gigantic. It is powerful. It is the key that opens the heavens before you. It is the trigger that releases the provision that was denied you. It is the missing signal for the blessing to fully manifest. So keep going. Keep showing your faith. Keep showing that you believe. Keep acting on what I tell you. Because the faith you're showing now is the same faith that will sustain you when the $777 million arrive. It's the same faith that will give you wisdom to manage this wealth. It's the same faith that will keep you strong when you're questioned, when doubts arise, when challenges arise. You are being tested now, not to fail you, but to approve you, not to tear you down, but to strengthen you. And you are passing the test. Keep at it until the end. Now, I need to show you the other side. I need to show you what happens if you ignore this message. What happens if you leave here before the end? What happens if you don't heed this revelation? Because just as there is a blessing prepared for those who obey, there is a consequence for those who disobey. And I can't let you go on without knowing it. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this because I love you. I'm saying this because I want you to understand the gravity of this moment. I'm saying this because I don't want you to make the same mistake thousands have made. The mistake of thinking you can ignore a word from God without consequences. The mistake of thinking you can squander a divine opportunity and carry on as if nothing ever happened. By leaving this video now, by deciding you have more important things to do, by choosing not to heed what I'm saying, you're not just missing out on a blessing, you're activating a curse that will haunt you for the next 8 years of your life. 8 years, not 8 days, not 8 months, 8 full years of hardship, of struggle, of closed doors, of missed opportunities. Why 8 years? Because 8 is the number of new beginnings, but it's also the number of judgment. Noah waited for 8 people on the ark, 8 days for circumcision. 8 is a complete cycle of trials. And if you reject this blessing now, you'll enter an 8-year cycle where everything you touch will fail. Everything you try will fail. Everything you plant will fail. You'll work twice as hard and earn half as much. You'll give it your all and see minimal results. You'll chase opportunities only to have them slip away at the last moment. You'll always be one step away from victory, but never quite there. Always close, but never quite there. Always almost, but never quite there. Money will slip away from you. You'll receive it, and you won't know where it went. You'll save it, and something unexpected will take it all away. It will be an unexpected bill. It will be an unexpected problem. It will be an expense that appears out of nowhere. And you'll live in this endless cycle of saving and losing, never amounting to anything. People will start avoiding you. They'll stop calling you. They'll stop trusting you, because they'll realize you're under a cloud of bad luck, failure, and hardship. And no one wants to associate with someone like that. No one wants to do business with someone whose every move is a flop. No one wants to get close to someone who seems cursed. Your family will grieve with you. Your children will miss you. Your wife, your husband will wonder why things are so difficult. You'll see the disappointment in their eyes. You'll see the frustration. You'll see the exhaustion. And the worst part is, you'll know, deep down, that it could have been different, that you had a chance, that you heard a word from God, but you chose to ignore it. You'll remember this moment. You'll remember this video. You'll remember my voice speaking to you, and you'll regret it. You'll wonder why you didn't stay, why you didn't pay attention, why you didn't take it seriously. But it will be too late. The window will have closed. The opportunity will have passed. And you'll have to live with the consequences of that decision for the next 8 years. Write in the comments now, I won't ignore this word, as a declaration that you're taking this seriously and won't make this mistake. I've seen this happen so many times. People who were exactly where you are now, who heard the same words, who felt the same anointing, but halfway through, they gave up. They thought it was excessive. They thought nothing would happen. They thought they could just walk away and go on with their lives as normal. And you know what happened? Exactly what I warned them about. Their lives fell apart. Everything started going wrong. And when they tried to go back, when they tried to watch the video again, it didn't have the same power. The anointing had passed. The moment was lost. You don't want that to happen to you. You don't want to spend the next 8 years of your life struggling, suffering, knowing you could live abundantly, knowing you could have $777 million, knowing you could be prosperous, happy, and fulfilled. But because of one bad decision, because of a few minutes you didn't invest, all of that was lost. Think carefully about what you are doing right now. Think carefully about the decision before you. On one hand, the greatest financial blessing of your life. On the other, 8 years of curse, hardship, and failure. On one hand, absolute prosperity. On the other, prolonged poverty. On one hand, joy and fulfillment. On the other, sadness and frustration. The decision is yours. I won't force you into anything. I won't force you to stay. But I need you to know the consequences. I need you to understand what's at stake. I need you to make an informed decision, knowing exactly what will happen if you choose wrong. And I'll tell you one more thing. If you leave now, if you ignore this message, there's no point in coming back later. There's no point in waiting for tomorrow. There's no point in trying again next week. This moment is unique. This anointing is specific to now. This window is only open at this moment. If you let it pass, it closes forever. So I ask you, will you stay? Will you pay attention? Will you take this seriously? Or will you risk 8 years of curses for a few minutes of impatience? The decision is yours, but choose wisely. Choose with your future in mind. Choose with your family in mind. Choose with everything you have to gain or lose in mind. I hope you choose well. I hope you stay. I hope you persevere to the end and receive everything I've prepared for you, because I want to bless you. I want to prosper you. I want to change your life, but I can only do that if you give me the chance, if you stay, if you obey. The decision is in your hands now. Let me show you exactly what those 8 years will be like if you ignore this message. Let me give you a clear and detailed picture so you understand the gravity of your decision. Because when I speak of 8 years of suffering, I'm not speaking vaguely. I'm speaking of a specific period with specific consequences that will mark your life deeply and painfully. During the first year, you'll feel like you're going against the grain. Everything will seem harder than it should be. You'll work hard, you'll strive, you'll give your all, but the results won't come. The opportunities you hoped for won't materialize. The projects you started will stall, and you'll start to wonder why everything feels so heavy, so blocked, so impossible. In the second year, things will get worse. Debts will start to pile up. You'll try to control them. You'll try to organize your finances, but you'll always run out of money. You'll always have an extra bill. You'll always have an emergency. Something will always break. Something will break. Something will demand money you don't have. And you'll start to despair, lose sleep, and feel the weight of financial pressure crushing you. By the third year, people will start to distance themselves. Your friends will stop calling you. Your family will avoid talking about money around you. You'll realize you've become that person everyone pities, but no one wants to truly help. You'll feel loneliness, isolation, and the feeling of fighting the whole world alone. And the emotional pain will be as great as the financial pain. In the fourth year, which is exactly halfway through the cycle, you'll hit rock bottom. It will be the darkest moment. You'll look back and see 4 years of struggle without victory. You'll look forward and see 4 more years ahead, and you'll feel like giving up. You'll wonder if it's worth it to keep trying. You'll wonder if things will ever get better. And the answer, as long as you're under this curse, is no, they won't. In the 5th year, your health will begin to suffer. Constant stress, incessant worry, the pressure of not being able to provide enough, all of this will take its toll on your body. You'll start to feel pains you didn't have before. You'll get sick more often, you'll age faster, and not only will you not have money, but you won't have the health to fight for it. In the 6th year, your relationships will be in crisis. If you're married, your marriage will be in crisis. Fighting over money will be constant. The tension at home will be unbearable. Your children will sense the tension. They'll sense that something is wrong. And you'll carry the guilt of not being able to give them the life they deserve, the stability they need, the security they deserve. By the 7th year, you'll be completely exhausted. 7 years of unsuccessful struggle, 7 years of unsuccessful work, 7 years of unsuccessful attempts. You'll be weary of soul, exhausted of spirit, without the strength to continue. And the worst part is that there's still a whole year left. You still have 365 more days of suffering ahead of you. In your 8th and final year, you will finally understand the magnitude of the mistake you made. You will remember this day clearly, this video, this message, and you will regret it deeply. You will regret the missed opportunity. You will regret the wrong decision. And when your 8th year ends, when the cycle of the curse finally ends, you will be so broken, so destroyed, so scarred by these 8 years that it will take you even more years to recover. Click now as a commitment that you won't allow this to happen in your life, that you will stay until the end. Think about what 8 years are like. If you're 30 today, you'll be 38 when this cycle ends. The best years of your life wasted. If you're 40, you'll be 48. If you're 50, you'll be 58. 8 years you'll never get back. 8 years that could have been filled with prosperity, joy, and achievement, but instead will be filled with suffering, struggle, and failure. Your children will grow during these 8 years. They will move from childhood to adolescence, or from adolescence to adulthood. And the memories they will have of this period will be of hardship, of loss, of seeing their parents suffer. This will mark them forever. It will affect the way they see the world, the way they manage money, the way they approach life. Your dreams will die in these 8 years. That trip you always wanted to take, you won't. That course you wanted to pay for, you won't. That house you dreamed of buying, you won't. Everything will be postponed for later, always for later. And later never comes when you're under a financial curse. You'll see others prosper while you sink. You'll see your friends buy houses, cars, travel, live well, and you'll be there, stuck, unable to move forward. And the pain of watching others succeed while you lose is one of the worst pains there is. It's a pain that eats away at the soul, that kills hope, that destroys self-esteem. And you know what's worse? All of this could have been avoided. It's a choice. You don't have to go through any of this. You don't have to live through these 8 years of curse. You can choose right now, in this moment, to stay here, listen to the end, obey the instructions, and receive the blessing instead of the curse. It's that simple. The difference between 8 years of suffering and a life of prosperity lies in the decision you make now. I'm not making this up to scare you. I'm not exaggerating to manipulate you. I'm showing you spiritual reality. I'm revealing the true consequences of ignoring a word from God. Because in the spiritual world, everything has consequences. Every decision has a result. Every action or inaction has an effect. When you reject a blessing, you don't remain neutral. You don't continue as before. You leave room for the curse. You create a void that's hard to fill. You activate negative forces that will harm you for the next 8 years. And I don't want that for you. I want the opposite. I want to bless you. I want to prosper you. I want to see you win, not lose. But I can't force you. I can't force you to receive the blessing. You have free will. You have the power to choose, and I respect that. But I also have the responsibility to warn you, to show you what's at stake, to give you all the information you need to make the right decision. So think carefully. Think carefully. 8 years is a long time. It's too much time to waste suffering when you could be living abundantly. Don't make this mistake. Don't make this bad decision. Stay here, keep listening, and receive the blessing that will change your life forever. But the financial hardship isn't the worst part of these 8 years. The worst part is the humiliation. It's the public shame. It's having to bow your head before others. It's feeling the pitying looks, the judgment and the contempt. It's hearing the whispered comments behind your back. It's knowing that you've become an example of failure, a source of gossip, the talk of others. You'll be at a family gathering and feel the mood change as soon as you arrive. People will pretend, try to be polite, but you'll notice. You'll realize they're talking about you, that they're commenting on your situation, that they feel sorry for you, but also a certain relief that it's not them. And you'll want to disappear. You'll want the earth to open up and swallow you, but you'll have to stay there, smiling, pretending everything is fine, when inside, you're dying of embarrassment. Your children will struggle in school. Other children will comment. They'll say their family has more, their house is nicer, they can do things your children can't. And your children will come home with that sad look on their face, that innocent but painful question. Mom, Dad, why don't we have what other children have? And you won't get an answer. You'll hold back tears and try to explain something you don't even understand. You'll avoid leaving the house. You'll avoid meeting acquaintances on the street, because every conversation will inevitably revolve around work, money, life. And you'll have to make excuses, disguise yourself, lie to avoid admitting that you're broke, that you're struggling, that you're failing. And every lie will weigh on your conscience. Every excuse will make you feel inferior. That neighbor who was always competitive will now have plenty of material. He'll brag even more. He'll insist on bragging about his accomplishments while you sink. And the worst part is, you won't be able to say anything. You won't be able to complain, because deep down, you'll know you had the chance to change things. That you had the chance to be in his shoes, or even better, but you let it slip away. Your social media will be empty. You'll stop posting because you have nothing good to show. While everyone posts about their travels, achievements, and happy moments, you'll be there, invisible, watching everyone else's lives unfold while yours remains silent. And when someone asks you why you've disappeared, you'll make some excuse. But the truth is, you're ashamed to show your true self. You'll borrow money and feel the humiliation of depending on others. You'll see the hesitation on the person's face before they say yes. You'll realize they don't think you can pay it back. And maybe they're right, because in those 8 years, you won't be able to. You'll be in debt, and every time you see that person, you'll feel the weight of debt, the shame of dependency. At work, if you still have one, you'll be overlooked. Others will rise while you stagnate. They'll receive raises while you continue earning the same. And you'll realize there's something about you, an invisible but real mark, that prevents opportunities from slipping away, doors from closing, and favors from coming in. People will start to see you as a poor soul, as someone who didn't make it, as someone whose life was too hard, and you'll hate that image. You'll hate being pitied. You'll hate being spoken about with that pitying tone. But you won't be able to change that, because reality will be there, dazzling, undeniable. You'll attend events and be the only one who can't contribute, the only one who can't share the expensive restaurant bill, the only one who can't partake of the collective gift, the only one who will always have to say no, always have to be excluded, always have to be the exception, and every no will hurt. Every exclusion will leave a mark. Every moment of exclusion will remind you of the mistake you made, and the worst humiliation of all will be internal. It will be looking in the mirror and not recognizing who you've become. It will be remembering your dreams, your ambitions, who you wanted to be, and seeing the distance between that and reality. It will be knowing with absolute certainty that you could have been different, that you had the opportunity, that God Himself came to speak to you, but you chose to ignore Him. Don't let this happen. Don't let this be your story. Don't accept 8 years of humiliation when you could have a life of honor, respect, and dignity. The decision is still in your hands, but time is running out, and every second that passes is a second less of opportunity. Time is running out. The window is closing. The opportunity is slipping away right now. I need you to understand that this isn't one of those videos you can watch whenever you want, pause, and come back to later. This is a unique and unrepeatable moment that happens now and only now. There's an anointing in this message that has an expiration date. There's a power in these words that only works while you're here, present, attentive, connected. The moment you leave, the moment you close this video, that anointing dissipates. That power fades, and you can't get it back. There's no point in coming back tomorrow. There's no point in trying to watch it again. The moment will have passed. Think about how many people have been exactly where you are now. How many have heard these same words? How many have felt the same presence, the same anointing, the same power? But halfway through, they gave up. They thought they could come back later. They thought they'd have another chance, and they lost it all. They lost the blessing of $777 million. They lost the opportunity of a lifetime, and they entered an 8-year curse cycle. You are just minutes away from receiving the greatest financial blessing of your life. Just a few minutes. But these minutes are crucial. They are decisive. They make the difference between a life of abundance and 8 years of suffering. between prosperity and poverty, between victory and defeat, and you must choose now, not later, not tomorrow, now. Share this video immediately with someone you love, because this blessing is so powerful that it can't stay with you alone. It needs to be spread. I give you this last chance, this last warning, this last opportunity to make the right decision. The window is still open, but it's closing quickly. Every second that passes is a second less. Every moment you hesitate is a moment lost. Every doubt you harbor is a crack through which the blessing slips away. Don't let the enemy steal what's yours. Don't let unbelief destroy your opportunity. Don't let impatience cause you to miss the greatest blessing of your life. Stay here, stay steadfast, continue to the end, because what follows will seal this blessing in you forever. Let me tell you about some people who were exactly where you are now. People who heard this same message, who felt this same power, who had this same opportunity, but they made the wrong choice, and today they live with the consequences of that decision. There was a man watching this video. He got this far, heard everything I said about the $777 million. He felt the anointing, he felt the presence, but when he got to this point, he thought, I'll come back later to finish watching this. He left. He went off to do other things. And when he tried to come back, it wasn't the same. The anointing had passed. The moment was lost. Today, 3 years later, he's still struggling, still broken, still hurting. And he constantly comes to me saying, God, give me another chance. But that was the chance, and he missed it. There was a woman who doubted. She heard everything, but deep down she thought, this is too good to be true. Does God really speak like this? Is he real? And doubt consumed her. She left the video to investigate, question, analyze. And when she returned, it was too late. The window had closed. Today she lives with regret. She constantly asks herself, what if I had believed? What if I had stayed? What if I had obeyed? There was a young man in a hurry. He had commitments, things to do, places to go. And he thought, I don't have time for this now. I'll see about it later. But that later never came. Life swallowed him up. Busyness dominated him, and he never returned. Today, 5 years later, he's stuck in a job he hates, earning little, living paycheck to paycheck, with no prospect of change, and all because he didn't dedicate a few minutes to the Word of God. There was a woman who was almost at the end. There were only a few minutes left, but someone called her name. Someone interrupted her, and she thought, it's just a minute, I'll be right back. But that minute interrupted the flow. It broke the connection. It broke the spiritual covenant. And when she returned, even though she had seen the rest, the blessing didn't manifest. Because she broke the rule, she interrupted. She didn't give it her full attention. And today, she lives with the pain of knowing she was so close, yet lost. Write 7,777 inches, the comments right now, as a sacred pact between you and me, declaring that you will not be like these people, that you will see it through to the end. I don't want you to be one of them. I don't want you to look back years from now with regret. I don't want you to live wondering, what if I had stayed? What if I had obeyed? What if I had taken it seriously? I want you to be one of those who received, one of those who obeyed, one of those who transformed their lives. And do you know the difference between those who received and those who lost? It was simple. Those who received stayed until the end, no matter what was happening around them, no matter the distractions, no matter the doubts. They decided to stay, and they stayed. They decided to obey, and they obeyed. They decided to believe, and they believed. And because of that, the blessing was manifested. You have that same choice now. You can be like those who lost or like those who received. You can be another story of regret or a story of testimony. You can be an example of failure or victory. The decision is yours. But choose now. Choose well. Choose to stay. Choose to obey. Choose to receive. Because I guarantee you one thing. If you persevere, if you keep going, if you see it through to the end, you won't regret it. You'll look back and be thankful you made the right decision. You'll be thankful you paid attention. You'll be thankful you believed. And you'll live the rest of your life in prosperity, abundance, and victory. That's my promise. But you're not like those people. You're different. I know this because you're still here. You've made it this far. You've listened to everything I've told you. You've resisted the distractions. You've overcome the doubts. You've stood firm, even when you could have given up. And that shows me something very important about you. It shows me that you are special. It shows me that you really were chosen. Look how far you've come. Look how many minutes you've invested in this message. Look how much you've absorbed, believed, and received. You didn't do all this to give up now. You didn't come this far to lose in the end. You are a winner. You are a warrior. You are someone who finishes what you start. And I see that in you. Do you know why I know you'll receive this blessing? Because you have something many don't. You have perseverance. You have faith. You have the ability to hear God's voice and obey, even when you don't fully understand it, even when it seems difficult, even when everything around you tries to distract you. That's rare. That's precious. That's exactly what I look for in someone to bless. I don't choose just anyone to receive $777 million. I choose those who prove themselves worthy, those who prove they have character, those who prove they can be trusted with a blessing of this magnitude. And you're proving it right now. Every minute you're here, you're proving that you're worthy, that you can be trusted, that you're special. Think about how many people started watching this video but then gave up. How many left in the first few minutes? How many had no patience? How many had no faith? But not you. You stayed. You kept going. You're here, and that puts you in a select group, a chosen group, a group of winners, a group of those who will truly receive what I promised. I'm proud of you. I'm glad you made the right decision. I'm glad to see my choice wasn't wrong. You're just the kind of person I want to bless, the kind of person who deserves prosperity, the kind of person who will use that wealth not just for themselves, but to make a difference in the world. Like and subscribe to this channel now, because you are part of a special community of chosen people who are receiving supernatural blessings. You are no longer the person who started watching this video. You have already changed. You have already transformed. You have already become someone different. Because when you spend time in God's presence, when you hear His voice, when you obey His instructions, you don't come out the same as when you entered. You come out transformed. You come out uplifted. You come out prepared to receive. And the blessing that comes to you isn't just financial. It's a complete blessing, a blessing that will touch every area of your life. Your health will improve. Your relationships will be restored. Your mind will have peace. Your heart will have joy. Because when I bless someone, I don't do it halfway. I do it completely. I do it abundantly. I do it above all you can ask or imagine. So lift your head now, straighten your shoulders, take a deep breath, and remember that you are special, you are chosen, you are loved, you are valued, and you are about to enter the greatest season of blessings of your life. A season that will last not just days or months, but years. A season that will mark your story forever. I believe in you. I trust you. I know you'll make it to the end. I know you'll receive everything I promised you. I know your life will never be the same. And I look forward to seeing the testimony you'll give, to see the lives you'll touch, to see the difference you'll make in the world with the 777. million I'm placing in your hands. Stay with me. We're almost there. The blessing is closer than you think. Now, I'm going to explain to you exactly how this blessing will come. Because I know you're wondering when, how, in what form. And I want you to be completely clear about this. I want you to know exactly what to expect in the coming days, weeks, and months. The manifestation of this blessing won't happen in just one way. I have multiple paths prepared for the $777 million to come to you. It could be through a business opportunity that arises out of nowhere. Someone will approach you with a proposal. Someone will offer you a partnership. Someone will present you with an idea that will explode financially. It could be an unexpected inheritance. Someone in your family, someone distant you never even imagined, will leave you something. Or it could be restitution, compensation, a lawsuit you didn't even know existed, and that will be settled in your favor for an astronomical amount. It could be through investments. That money you've been saving, no matter how little, will begin to multiply supernaturally. It will have a return that defies all financial logic. It will grow exponentially until it reaches the amount I promised you. It could be an idea that comes to you. A business idea, a product idea, a service idea that comes like a bolt of lightning, like a revelation. And when you put it into practice, it will generate millions. Because it won't just be your idea, it will be an idea I put in your mind. It could be through your connections. You'll meet the right people at the right time and place. Influential, powerful, and resourceful people who will be interested in you, want to invest in you, and help you prosper. But regardless of the path you take, one thing is certain: it will happen. It's not a possibility, it's not a coincidence, it's a certainty, it's a decree, it's a sealed promise. The $777 million will come to you, and they will come in such a way that you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I made them. Now, about timing. When will this happen? The full manifestation may take days, weeks, or months, but you'll start to see the first signs immediately. In the next 24 hours, something will change. It may be small, it may be subtle, but you'll notice it. A previously closed door will open. Someone will call you. An opportunity will arise. A financial problem will be unexpectedly resolved. These are the signs that the process has begun, that the blessing has been activated, that the decree is underway, and from there, everything will accelerate. You'll see one thing happen, then another, and then another. It will be like a snowball. It will start small and grow, until it reaches the full manifestation of $777 million. But be careful. You must be attentive to the signs. You must be sensitive to opportunities, because when I open a door, you must enter. When I send someone to you, you must receive. When I put an idea in your mind, you must act. The blessing is guaranteed, but you must cooperate. You must do your part. And what's your part? It's to persevere in faith. It's to keep believing. It's to keep obeying. It's to not turn back. It's to not doubt. It's to not let current circumstances make you question what I promised. Because what I promise, I keep, always, without exception, without fail. So prepare yourself. Prepare your heart. Prepare your mind. Prepare your life. Because transformation is coming, prosperity is on its way, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what I have decreed for you. Let me tell you exactly what signs you'll start to notice, because I want you to know when the blessing begins to manifest. I want you to be absolutely certain that what's happening is not a coincidence. It's the fulfillment of my promise. The first sign will be in the people. You'll notice that people who haven't spoken to you in a long time will start reaching out. They'll call, write, and appear in your life unexpectedly. And these people will bring you opportunities, ideas, and connections you need. Pay attention to this. Don't ignore these proposals. I'm sending them to you. The second sign will be in the numbers. You'll start seeing the number 7 with unusual frequency. You'll look at your clock and it'll be 7 o'clock. You'll receive change, 7 reals and 77 centavos. You'll see license plates, phone numbers and ID cards, and the number 7 will appear repeatedly. It's no coincidence. It's my way of reminding you that the promise of 777 million is still valid for you. The third sign will be at the door. Doors that were closed will begin to open. That job you tried for and didn't get will be reconsidered. That project you turned down will be reconsidered. That client who said they wouldn't budge. You'll notice that suddenly things flow, happen, and are resolved like never before. The fourth sign will be financial. Even before the full manifestation of the 777 million, you will begin to see small, unexpected financial inflows. Someone will pay you an old debt you had forgotten about. You will receive an unexpected refund, a side hustle, a secondary job, an opportunity to earn money will appear out of nowhere. These are the first fruits of the great harvest to come. The fifth sign will be in your dreams. You will begin to have vivid dreams, clear dreams, dreams in which you see yourself prosperous, wealthy, living the life I promised you. These dreams are not just dreams, they are visions. They are revelations of what is being prepared for you in the spiritual world, and that will soon manifest in the physical world. Touch like this now as confirmation that you are aware of the signs and ready to recognize the manifestation of the blessing. The sixth sign will be peace. Even though circumstances haven't changed at all, you will feel an inexplicable peace, an inner certainty, a confidence that comes not from logic, but from the Spirit. You will wake up in the morning, and instead of anxiety, you will feel anticipation. Instead of fear, you will feel faith. Instead of despair, you will feel hope. The seventh sign will be in the confirmations. You will hear sermons, read texts, watch videos, and everything will speak of prosperity, blessings, and multiplication. It will seem as if the entire universe is conspiring to confirm what I have told you, and so it is. Because when I decree something for someone, I make sure to confirm it in multiple ways. So stay alert. Open your eyes, open your ears, open your heart, and recognize the signs when they start appearing. Don't let them go unnoticed. Don't consider them a coincidence. Every sign is a confirmation. Every sign is a reminder. Every sign is proof that I'm doing exactly what I promised. And when you begin to see these signs, and you will, I want you to do something. I want you to give thanks. I want you to acknowledge. I want you to declare out loud, God is fulfilling the promise. The blessing is manifesting. The $777 million are on the way. Because when you declare, when you confess, when you give thanks in advance, you accelerate the manifestation. The signs are coming. Get ready to recognize them. I can already see your future. I can already see you in a few months, in a year, sharing your testimony of what I've done in your life. I can already see you gathering your people, your family, your friends, and saying, you won't believe what God has done for me. You won't believe how my life has completely changed. You'll talk about this day, about this video, about this moment when you left everything to hear my voice. And you'll say, that's where it all began. That was the day my life changed. That was the moment the blessing was activated. And people will look at you with admiration, with respect, with that sparkle in their eyes of someone who wants to experience the same thing. You'll brag about your new house. You'll brag about your new car. You'll brag about the trips you've taken, the accomplishments you've achieved, the total transformation that has taken place in your financial life. And you'll say with conviction, this wasn't luck, this wasn't chance, this was God. It was a promise He made to me and He faithfully kept. They'll seek you out. People will want to know how you did it. They'll want to understand what happened. They'll want to discover the secret, and you'll have the opportunity to tell them there is no secret. There is only obedience. There is only faith. There is only one God who keeps His promises to those who believe. Your testimony will impact lives. It will inspire those who give up to keep going. It will give hope to those who no longer have strength. It will show skeptics that I still perform miracles, that I still change stories, that I still transform realities. You will be living proof of my power. Share this video now, because your testimony starts here, and others need to have the same opportunity you're having. And you know what's most beautiful? You won't tell this story with arrogance. You won't tell it with pride. You'll tell it with tears in your eyes, with gratitude in your heart, with humility in your soul, because you will remember where you came from. You will remember the struggles you faced. You will remember the nights you cried, and you will know that the transformation wasn't your doing. It was grace. It was favor. It was me acting in your life. You will become a role model. When someone is going through financial difficulties, they will say, talk to so-and-so, listen to their testimony, see how God changed their life. You will be an example. You will be an inspiration. You will be proof that I still care for my children, that I still give them what they need, that I still make the impossible happen. And most importantly, your testimony will not end. It will not be a story of the past. It will be an ongoing story, because the blessing I am giving you is not temporary. It is not fleeting. It is permanent. It is lasting. It is a blessing that will accompany you for the rest of your life. 10 years from now, you'll still be telling stories. 20 years from now, you'll still be testifying. And when you're old, when your hair is gray, you'll gather your grandchildren and tell them about the day God spoke to you through a video, about the day you received the promise of $777 million, about the day everything changed, and your grandchildren will grow up hearing this story. They will grow up knowing that they serve a God of miracles. They will grow up with faith, with hope, with the certainty that if God did it for you, He can do it for them too. Your testimony will become an inheritance. It will become a legacy. It will be part of your family's history forever. So prepare yourself. Prepare your testimony, because soon you'll need it. Soon, people will want to hear it. Soon, you'll have to tell how God transformed your life so radically, so completely, so supernaturally. And you'll tell it with joy, with enthusiasm, with the certainty of someone who has experienced a miracle and can confirm that it's real. Your testimony is being written now, and it will be glorious. Now, I want to tell you something very personal, something that will touch your heart. I want to explain exactly why I chose you. Why, out of billions of people in the world, I decided to grant this blessing specifically to you, because you need to know that it wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't luck. It was a conscious and deliberate choice based on who you really are. I chose you because I saw your heart, not the heart that people see, not the mask you wear in front of others, but your true heart, the one only I know. And I saw goodness in it. I saw generosity. I saw love. I saw a genuine desire to do good, to help people, to make a difference in the world. And that touched me. I chose you because I saw your tears. I kept every tear you shed a secret. Every night you cried alone, I was there. I felt with you every moment of pain, anguish, and despair. And I decided it was time to wipe those tears away. It was time to transform your tears into laughter, your sadness into joy, your sorrow into celebration. I chose you because I saw your faithfulness. Even when everything went wrong, you didn't abandon me. Even when it seemed I wasn't listening, you kept praying. Even when answers were delayed, you kept believing. This faithfulness didn't go unnoticed. This perseverance wasn't in vain. And now the time has come for your reward. I chose you because I saw your potential. I see things in you that even you don't see yourself. I see a leader where you see a follower. I see a winner where you see a weary struggler. I see greatness where you see an ordinary person. And I want to unleash that potential. I want you to become everything I created you to be. I chose you because I saw your humility. You're not arrogant. You're not presumptuous. You recognize your limitations. You know you need me. And that's precisely the kind of person I look for to bless. Because I know that when you prosper, you won't forget where you came from. You won't walk all over people. You'll use your blessing to bless others. Subscribe to this channel now, because I will continue to speak directly to you, revealing more about the special purpose I have for your life. I chose you because I love you. It's that simple. Not because you're perfect, not because you've never made mistakes, not because you deserve it based on your own actions, but because I love you unconditionally, deeply, and eternally. And when you truly love someone, you want the best for them. You want to see them happy, fulfilled, and prosperous. And that's what I want for you. I chose you because I saw that you are ready to receive, ready to manage, ready to be responsible for a blessing of this magnitude. Many people desire riches, but they are not ready for them. But you are. You have gone through the preparation process. You have been refined in the fire of hardship. You have been molded in the pressure of struggle, and now you are ready. I chose you because I want to prove something through you. I want to show the world that I still perform miracles, that I still change stories, that I still take the smallest, the most unlikely, the most broken, and transform it into an example of victory. You will be that proof. You will be that testimony. You will be that demonstration of my power. So don't doubt my choice. Don't question your worth. Don't compare yourself to others, thinking they deserve more. I chose you, period. And when I choose someone, nothing and no one can reverse that decision. You are my chosen one. You are my beloved. You are the one upon whom I have decreed blessing, prosperity, and abundance. Receive this truth in your heart. Let it penetrate deep into your soul. You have been chosen by me to receive the greatest financial blessing of your life, and nothing can change that. But I need to reveal something even deeper to you. These $777 million aren't just money. It's not just about you having a comfortable life, a beautiful house, a fancy car. That's a consequence. But there's a much greater purpose behind this blessing. There's a spiritual reason, a divine mission you've been called to fulfill. I give you this wealth because I need you as an instrument. I need prosperous people with generous hearts. I need wealthy people who don't forget the poor. I need blessed people who use their blessings to bless others. And you are that person. You were chosen not only to receive, but to be a very channel of blessing. Think of how many lives you can touch with these resources. Think of how many families you can help. Think of how many children you can feed, educate, and give hope. Think of how many institutions you can support. Think of how many social projects you can fund. You don't receive this blessing to be selfish. You receive it to be generous. There's a calling on your life, a calling you may not yet know, but I know it. I've always known it. And this financial blessing is the tool you need to fulfill it. Perhaps you're called to build orphanages. Perhaps you're called to fund missions. Perhaps you're called to create jobs and provide opportunities for people that no one else can. Perhaps they will be called to invest in education, to provide scholarships, to open schools in marginalized communities. Perhaps they will be called to care for the elderly, to build decent nursing homes, to ensure that those who have already contributed so much to society have a dignified and comfortable end. You may be called to work in the healthcare field, to fund treatments for people who can't afford them, to build clinics in places where medical care is unavailable, to save lives through your generosity. Whatever your calling, one thing is certain: you were chosen to make a difference. You were chosen to leave a legacy. You were chosen to be remembered not just as someone who became wealthy, but as someone who used their wealth to transform the world around them. Now write in the comments, what is the first thing you will do to help others when you receive this blessing? And do you know what happens when you fulfill your purpose? The blessing multiplies even more. Because I honor those who honor others. I prosper those who use their prosperity to do good. I abundantly bless those who are channels of blessing. So the more you give, the more you will receive. The more you bless, the more you will be blessed. This is the law of the spiritual realm. It's not the law of the world, where people hoard and hoard for fear of losing. It's the law of heaven, where the more you sow, the more you reap. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you share, the more you receive. And I want you to live in this dimension. I want you to experience what it's like to be a generous giver, not a selfish hoarder. I want you to feel the joy of seeing lives transformed thanks to the resources I've placed in your hands. Because this joy, this satisfaction, this sense of fulfilled purpose is worth more than all the money in the world. You weren't created just to survive. You weren't created just to pay bills. You weren't created just to accumulate wealth. You were created for a higher purpose, for a divine mission, to make a difference in the world. And this blessing of $777 million is the fuel you need to fulfill that mission. So when money comes, and it will, don't let it control you. Don't let it transform you into someone you're not. Use it wisely. Use it purposefully. Use it for the glory of God and the good of humanity. Because that's your calling. That's your destiny. That's why you were chosen. But the greatest transformation that will occur in your life won't be financial. It will be spiritual. It will be internal. It will be in your soul, in your character, in your essence. Because when I bless someone financially, I also transform them internally. I can't entrust wealth to someone who isn't spiritually prepared to manage it. So, while the blessing manifests in the physical world, something even more powerful is happening in the spiritual world. You are being transformed. Your mind is being renewed. Your heart is being purified. Your vision is expanding. You will never be the same person after all this is over. The anxiety that consumed you will be replaced by peace. That constant worry about money, the future, how you'll survive, will disappear. In its place will come a deep tranquility, an unshakable confidence that you are cared for, that you have what you need, that you will never be in need again. The fear that paralyzed you will be replaced by courage. You will become bold. You will make decisions you wouldn't have dared to make before. You will take risks that once frightened you, because you will know that I am with you, that I support you, that I protect you. And when you have God on your side, there is nothing to fear. The low self-esteem that plagued you will be replaced by healthy confidence. You will look in the mirror and like what you see, not out of arrogance, but out of recognition of your worth. You will understand that you are a child of God, that you were chosen, that you are loved, that you are valuable. And this understanding will completely change the way you see yourself and how you present yourself to the world. The bitterness that has settled in your heart due to difficulties will be replaced by gratitude. You will look back and understand that everything had a purpose, that every struggle prepared you, that every pain strengthened you, that every tear shaped you. And instead of resentment, you will feel gratitude for everything you have experienced. Click now as an acknowledgement that you accept not only the financial blessing, but also the spiritual transformation that comes with it. Selfishness, inherent to human beings, will be replaced by generosity. You will become someone who thinks of others, who cares for them, who wants to help, who wants to share, not out of obligation, but because your heart has been transformed, because you have experienced God's generosity and now want to be generous like Him. Any disbelief that may still exist in some corner of your mind will be replaced by unwavering faith. When you see the manifestation of this blessing, when you witness the fulfillment of this promise, you will never doubt me again. You will know with absolute certainty that I am real, that I am faithful, that I keep my promises. And this transformation won't happen overnight. It has already begun. From the moment you started watching this video, from the moment you decided to listen to my voice, the process of transformation began. Every word you heard planted a seed. Every truth you absorbed began to work within you. Every minute you spent here was a minute of spiritual renewal. You are no longer who you were when you started watching this video. You have already changed. You have already transformed. You have already become someone different. And when you finish listening to everything I have to tell you, when you reach the end of this journey, you will be a completely new person. A person prepared not only to receive riches, but to steward them wisely, use them purposefully, and live with them in a way that glorifies me. This is the transformation I perform. It's not superficial. It's not just external. It's profound. It's complete. It's from the inside out, and it's permanent. You'll never go back to who you were. You've been transformed, you've been renewed, you've been recreated. And this new version of you is ready to receive everything I've prepared. Now comes the most important moment of this entire journey. The moment when you will definitively seal this pact between us. The moment when you will confirm irrevocably that you accept this blessing and all that it entails. This is the moment of the final pact. A covenant is not just a promise. A covenant is a sacred, unbreakable, and eternal agreement. When two parties make a covenant, they commit themselves absolutely to each other. And that's what we're doing now. I've done my part. I've decreed the blessing. I've released the resources. I've prepared everything. Now you must do your part. You must seal this covenant. In ancient times, when two kings made a pact, they performed a ritual. They exchanged gifts, shared a meal, and made public declarations. It was a solemn ceremony, marking the beginning of a powerful alliance. And today, here, at this moment, we are doing something similar. We are establishing a pact between you and me. I am God, King of kings, Lord of lords, owner of all that exists. And you are my son, my daughter, my chosen one, my beloved. And we are making a covenant. I commit to bless you with $777 million. And you commit to use this blessing with wisdom, purpose, and generosity. This pact is unbreakable. Once sealed, it is eternal. Once confirmed, it is irrevocable. Once established, nothing and no one can undo it. Not circumstances, not difficulties, not time, not the devil, not men. This pact is above everything and everyone. Write 7,777 inches, the comments now, as a final seal of this sacred covenant, confirming that you accept everything that has been said and are ready to receive. By writing these 4 sevens, you're not just making a statement, you're signing a spiritual contract. You're putting your name on a heavenly document. You're declaring before heaven, earth, and all spiritual powers that you accept this blessing, that you believe in this promise, that you are in covenant with God. And the moment you do this, something powerful happens in the invisible world. Angels mobilize, resources are released, doors open, paths are prepared. Everything begins to move toward the full manifestation of blessing in your life. This covenant is not based on your merits. It's not based on your perfection. It's not based on your works. It's based on my grace, my mercy, my unconditional love for you. You don't need to be perfect to receive it. You just need to accept it. You just need to believe it. You just need to seal this covenant. And once it's sealed, you can rest. You can have peace. You can be secure. Because when God makes a covenant, He doesn't go back on it. When God establishes a covenant, He keeps it forever. When God promises something, He keeps it, no matter what. So this is the moment. This is your moment. The moment to seal the pact that will change your life forever. The moment to confirm the alliance that will take you from poverty to riches, from want to abundance, from struggle to victory. Don't let this moment pass you by. Don't miss this opportunity. Seal the pact now, and when you do this, when you write those 4 sevens, rest assured that it's done. It's confirmed. It's sealed. You've entered into a covenant with Almighty God, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can prevent the manifestation of the blessing that has been decreed for you. This is the final covenant, and it's yours forever. Now I need to ask you for something very important, something that will multiply the blessing in your life even more, something that will accelerate the manifestation of the $777 million. I need you to share this message. I need you to spread this word. I need you to be a channel so that others can also receive what you are receiving. Because God's blessing wasn't meant to be hoarded. It wasn't meant to be hidden. It wasn't meant to be yours alone. God's blessing was meant to be shared, multiplied, and spread. And when you share, when you spread, when you multiply, something supernatural happens. Your own blessing grows. It's a spiritual law. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you share, the more blessed you are. The more you spread the word, the more it comes to pass in your life. It's not logical. It's not rational. But that's how the kingdom of God works. Generosity generates more blessings. Sharing generates more provision. Think about how many people you know who are going through the same thing you are. People who are broken, who are struggling, who have no hope, who are on the verge of giving up. These people need to hear this message. These people need to receive this word. These people need to have the same opportunity you had, and you can be the instrument that brings them this blessing. You can be the channel God uses to transform someone's life. You can be the one who makes the difference between someone receiving life's greatest blessing or missing out on that opportunity. What a sacred responsibility. What a divine privilege. Share this video now with at least 3 people you know who need this blessing as much as you do. When you share, you're not just sending a link. You're sending hope. You're sending faith. You're sending the possibility of transformation. God is using you to reach someone you couldn't otherwise reach. You're fulfilling a divine purpose. And you know what else? By sharing this message, you publicly declare that you believe. You tell the world, I believe this word. I accept this blessing. I trust this promise. And this public declaration strengthens your faith. It solidifies your belief. It accelerates your manifestation. Don't be ashamed to share. Don't be afraid of what others think. Don't worry if someone doubts or criticizes. There will always be skeptics. There will always be unbelievers. There will always be those who can't accept that God still works miracles. But that's not your problem. Your problem is obeying. Your problem is sharing. Your problem is spreading the word. And for every person who doubts, there will be 10 who will believe. For every person who criticizes, there will be 20 who will receive. For every person you reject, there will be 50 who will be transformed. So don't let the negative prevent you from reaching for the positive. Don't let skeptics prevent you from helping believers. Share with your family, share with your friends, share on your social media, share in your groups, share wherever you can, with whomever you can, however you can, because every action is a seed, every action is a multiplication, every action is an expansion of God's kingdom and a blessing for your life. And when you see the people you shared with begin to testify, to receive, to prosper, you will feel indescribable joy. You will know you were God's instrument. You will know you made a difference. You will know that your obedience in sharing changed lives. So don't wait. Don't put it off. Share now, while the anointing is fresh, while the word is alive, while the power is active. Share and watch your blessing multiply in ways you can't even imagine. It's done. It's confirmed. It's sealed. The blessing of $777 million is irrevocably decreed upon your life. You have heard my voice. You have heeded my word. You have obeyed my instructions. And because of that, everything I have promised will be fulfilled in your life. There is no longer any doubt. There is no longer any uncertainty. There are no longer any questions. The promise is made. The pact is sealed. The agreement is established. And now it is only a matter of time until you see the full manifestation of everything I have said. The heavens have already received the order. The angels have already been mobilized. The resources have already been released. You are no longer the same person who started listening to this message. You have been transformed. You have been renewed. You have been prepared. You are ready to receive the greatest financial blessing of your life. And more than that, you are ready to steward it wisely, use it purposefully, and multiply it generously. I saw your faith. I saw your perseverance. I saw your obedience, and this made me deeply happy. You have proven yourself worthy of this blessing. You have proven yourself trustworthy with resources of this magnitude. You have proven yourself to have the right heart, the right attitude, and the right character. And so, I confirm once again, the $777 million are yours. Every word you've heard so far has been a piece of the puzzle. Every instruction you've followed has been a step toward manifestation. Every moment you've spent here has been an investment in your prosperous future. And now it's all coming together. Everything is connecting. Everything is forming the complete path to your blessing. You've made it this far because you're strong, because you're determined, because you're someone who doesn't give up easily. Many have started this journey, but few have made it to where you are now. And that says a lot about you. It says a lot about your character. It says a lot about your faith. It says a lot about your ability to persevere, even when you don't fully understand, even when it seems like it's taking a long time, even when logic tries to convince you otherwise. And I want you to know that every second you invested here was worth it. Every minute of attention you devoted to this message is being rewarded in the spiritual world. Every moment of obedience is bearing fruit that you will yet reap. Nothing was in vain. Nothing was lost. Everything had a purpose. Everything had meaning. The confirmation you need doesn't come from my words alone. It comes from what you feel right now in your spirit. that peace that begins to take hold of you, that certainty that grows in your heart, that confidence that takes hold in your soul. This is the spiritual confirmation that everything I've said is true. You no longer need to be anxious. You no longer need to worry. You no longer need to question whether this is real or not. Because you know, deep down, you know this message is true. You know this promise will be fulfilled. You know your life is about to change radically and permanently. And this certainty you feel now will sustain you in the days to come. It will give you strength when circumstances haven't completely changed. It will keep you grounded when doubts try to creep back in. It will remind you that the process has already begun, that the blessing has already been released, that manifestation is on its way. So take a deep breath. Feel this confirmation penetrate every cell of your body. Let this certainty fill every void that existed within you. Allow this supernatural peace to envelop you completely, because you are confirmed, you are sealed. You are assured of the blessing of $777 million, and there's still more I need to reveal to you. There are still final instructions you must listen to. There are still important details that will ensure everything goes well. Stay with me. Now I'm going to do something I only do with those who make it to the end. Something I only do with the chosen ones who have proven their faithfulness, their perseverance, their unwavering faith. I'm going to seal this promise upon you so strongly that no force in heaven, on earth, or under the earth will be able to stop its manifestation. I decree now, at this instant, before all the angels, before all the heavenly hosts, before the entire spiritual universe, that you are blessed with $777 million. I decree that this blessing is sealed in your life. I decree that nothing can cancel it, nothing can block it, nothing can delay it beyond the perfect time I have established. This decree is not a possibility. It is not a coincidence. It is not a vague hope. It is an absolute certainty. It is a divine guarantee. It is an unbreakable promise. When I decree something, the heavens obey. When I speak, reality is fulfilled. When I promise, the impossible becomes inevitable. And I decree it over you now. I speak it into your life now. I promise it to you now. Prosperity, abundance, wealth, multiplication, favor, open doors, supernatural opportunities, divine connections, million-dollar ideas, unlimited resources. All of this is being sealed over you right now. You won't just have money, you'll have wisdom to manage it. You won't just have wealth, you'll have a purpose for using it. You won't just have resources, you'll have divine guidance to multiply them. Because when I bless someone, I bless them completely. I don't do things halfway. Click like now and subscribe to this channel as an act of faith, declaring that you accept this decree and are ready to live in this new reality. This seal is eternal. It has no expiration date. It does not expire. It does not fade. From now on, you bear the mark of divine blessing. People will notice something different about you. They will feel an anointing, a favor, an inexplicable presence, because you have been sealed, you have been marked, you have been set apart for prosperity. And when the $777 million begin to manifest in your life, you will remember this moment. You will remember this word. You will remember this decree. And you will know that it was not luck. It was not chance. It was not coincidence. It was the exact fulfillment of what I sealed over you today. Nothing you've been through has been in vain. Every struggle has prepared you for this moment. Every tear has purified you for this blessing. Every Gatsday, adversity has strengthened you for this responsibility. You are ready. You are prepared. You are qualified. And so I seal the promise upon you now. This seal is like an invisible but real mark that you carry. It's like a spiritual passport that gives you access to dimensions of prosperity that were previously forbidden to you. It's like a key that opens doors that were previously impossible to open. And now you have this seal. Now you have this passport. Now you have this key. So rise up, not physically, but spiritually. Rise up from poverty. Rise up from the scarcity mentality. Rise up from the failure identity, because you are no longer that person. You are blessed. You are prosperous. You are rich. You are favored. You are sealed with the promise of $777 million. And this seal remains today, tomorrow, always, in good times and in difficult times. When you see the signs and when you don't see them yet. When you feel them and when you don't. The seal remains. The promise remains. The decree remains. For I am God, and what I seal is sealed forever. Receive this seal now. Accept this decree now. Embrace this promise now. Because it's yours. Irrevocably yours. Now I need to give you one last instruction. One that will determine how quickly this blessing will manifest in your life. One that will make the difference between receiving it quickly or slowly. Pay close attention, because this is one of the most important instructions of all I've told you so far. From now on, you need to live as if the blessing has already arrived. You need to think like someone with $777 million. You need to speak like someone prosperous. You need to act like someone blessed. I'm not telling you to spend what you don't have. I'm telling you to change your mindset, your attitude, your perspective on life. Stop saying words of poverty. Stop saying, I don't have it, I can't, I'll never get it. These words block blessing. These words create spiritual barriers. These words delay manifestation. Start declaring, I am blessed, I am prosperous, the blessing is on the way. Declare it every day. Declare it several times a day. Stop acting like a victim of circumstances. Stop complaining about your financial situation. Stop focusing on what's missing. Start giving thanks in advance for what's coming. Start celebrating the blessing before it physically manifests. Because in the spiritual world, it's already yours. Now you need to align your physical world with this spiritual reality. Pay attention to the signs I've shown you. When you see the number 7 repeatedly, acknowledge it. When unexpected people seek you out, accept it. When opportunities arise, even if they seem small, seize them. Because I will use unimaginable methods to bring you the 777 million. Don't limit my way of acting. Write in the comments now that I'm ready to receive, indicating that you understand the instructions and are ready for the manifestation. Keep your faith active. Don't let time discourage you. Don't let delays cause you to doubt. Remember, there is a time to sow and a time to reap. You planted the seed of obedience by reading this entire message. You watered that seed with your faith. Now is the time to await the harvest with anticipation, not anxiety. Protect your mind from negative thoughts. When doubt comes, and it will, reject it immediately. When fear knocks at the door, don't open it. When unbelief whispers in your ear, close your ears. You have already received the word. You have already been sealed. You already have the promise. Don't let anything steal it from you. Surround yourself with people who believe. Stay away from those who doubt, criticize, and try to convince you it's not real. You don't need their approval. You don't need them to understand you. You just need to maintain a firm faith and constant obedience. And one more very important thing, stay connected, stay tuned, stay receptive, because I will continue to speak to you. I will continue to guide you. I will continue to reveal things to you that you need to know. This is not the last time you will hear my voice. This is not the last message I have for you. This is just the beginning of a journey of ongoing revelation. So don't walk away. Don't disconnect. Don't think that now that you've heard it all, you don't need me anymore. You do need me. You'll always need me. And I'll always be here, speaking to you, guiding you, revealing the secrets of prosperity and blessing. Keep these instructions in your heart. Practice them daily. Live them intensely. For they are the bridge between promise and manifestation. They are the path between decree and reality. They are the key that will accelerate everything I have prepared for you. You're ready. You're prepared. You've got your instructions. Now it's just a matter of time until everything falls into place. And now, in this moment, something even deeper is happening. Something that goes beyond everything you've heard so far. Because every moment you remain connected to me, every second you hold your attention on my voice, deeper layers of revelation open before you. The blessing I have decreed for you is not static, it's dynamic. It's alive, it's growing, it's expanding. And the more you remain in this spiritual frequency, the more you remain in this dimension of faith, the more the blessing will multiply. The $777 million are just the beginning. They are simply the door to a life of continued abundance. Because I didn't come just to give you money. I came to teach you how to live in permanent prosperity. I came to show you how to keep the blessing flowing constantly. I came to reveal to you the secrets that the rich know, that the prosperous practice, that the blessed live. And these revelations don't stop. They continue, they deepen, they expand. You are now entering a cycle of continual blessings. A cycle where each revelation leads to another, where each promise connects to another, where each decree gives way to another. And this cycle has no end. It is eternal. It is infinite. It is inexhaustible. I want you to understand something powerful. My voice never stops speaking to you. My revelations never cease. My blessings never run out. As long as you remain connected, attentive, and receptive, I will continue to pour out word after word, promise after promise, blessing after blessing. And at this very moment, as you assimilate everything I've told you, as you process all the instructions I've given you, as you hold in your heart all the promises I've made you, a new layer of revelation is being prepared. A new dimension of understanding is being opened. A new depth of blessing is being released because you've proven yourself faithful. You've proven yourself persevering. You've proven yourself someone who doesn't give up, who doesn't get distracted, who doesn't give up halfway. And for those who demonstrate this, I always have more, always more revelation, always more blessing, always more provision. Your path to prosperity doesn't end here. It's just beginning. Every word you heard was a seed planted, and these seeds will germinate, grow, and bear fruit. And when they bear fruit, they will generate new seeds, and these new seeds will generate more fruit. It's an endless cycle of multiplication. So stay connected, stay tuned, stay receptive, because every moment I have something new to tell you. Every instant I have a new revelation to give you. Every second I have a new blessing to decree upon you. You're not just receiving a blessing, you're entering into a lifestyle of blessings. You're not just hearing a message, you're connecting with an inexhaustible source of revelation. You're not just having a moment with God, you're establishing a continuous, permanent, and eternal fellowship. And in this communion, there are no limits. There are no ceilings, there are no boundaries. What I can do for you is infinite. What I can give you is unlimited. What I can reveal to you is inexhaustible. You just need to stay connected, Stay attentive, stay receptive, because as long as you're here, as long as you're listening, as long as you're absorbing, I'll be speaking, I'll be revealing, I'll be blessing. My voice is not silenced for those who have ears to hear. My blessings are not silenced for those who have faith to receive. My revelations are not incessant for those who have hearts to guard. And at this very moment, a new word is being released. An even more powerful message is coming to you, because I have so much more to tell you, so much more to reveal to you, so much more to bless you with.